Hi guys, I hope you're having a good week. It's Paul here from Centre Stage and welcome to episode 4. In today's episode I'm going to be showing you a mini documentary I shot with a gentleman called James Fusco, who is a Star Wars costumer. It was shot over a few months. It includes interviews, it includes some B-roll as well, so please take a look.
My name's James Fusco and I work as a Foundation Studies lecturer at East Durham College. So I first became interested in Star Wars from being a little kid, visiting car boot sales and finding the little kind of action figures. But it was something for me and my dad to bond over, and it was something that we could come together after work or after school and enjoy. What I love about Star Wars is the films and the media around it. Seeing that initial start off from A New Hope with the Star Destroyer appearing, chasing the Tantive 4, you get that sense of scale. It's like, wow, this is something else. You haven't seen this before, and it just keeps going from strength to strength. Trooping is an action of wearing a Star Wars costume and acting as the character, the persona, to try and bring that costume to life to the everyday person. When I first came across the idea of trooping was back in 2012 from a group called the 99th Garrison. Now I met these in Middlesbrough, and when I first saw them, I was awestruck. This was the first time I actually seen real-world Star Wars suits outside of the films. And they pointed me towards organisations such as the 501st Legion, which was an American-founded group. Now these guys have an assortment of information, resources that can really help someone with building their suit. So taking that on board, I managed to build a bit of a picture for myself on what I need to look at and where I needed to go. The process of choosing and making a costume can be a little bit complex. In the end, it's deciding what you want from the costume. But a lot of research does go into it, trying to figure out where to start off. From that, there's a lot of forums that can help you out. For me, I kind of navigated towards RS Prop Masters. And I think with RS Prop Masters, what really brought me in was the fact that they do have a lot of screen lineage items. So their items, whether it's the Stormtrooper helmet or the armour, is cast off actual screen use suits. And I think that just really resonated with us. The process in getting costumes approved does vary from Legion to Legion or Garrison to Garrison. It all boils down to what they want from that character specifically. A lot of groups might just want you to embody the character and just look like it, whereas some like to have every subtle nuance correct, whether it's the correct screw or the correct paint. It varies completely. I know the groups that I'm with at the minute do tend to operate around a CRL, which means a costume reference library, basically of the parts that you should have for this costume. Friends and family typically might look upon this as it's a bit weird, but once you start explaining the process and why you are doing this, it adds a bit more credence to it, as it has a purpose. It's not just a bunch of men and women getting dressed up and walking around town centres and such like that. Not a lot of people know, but we do quite a bit for charity. That is our main aim, to raise as much money as possible to fight for good causes. This includes different organisations such as Click Sergeant, Children's Heart Unit Fund, Daisy Chain. It all varies. So I think trooping's impacted my life in a positive way. I think on a personality-based level, absolutely. As I am an introvert, or better said, I have been an introvert. So it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone and kind of forced us to handle different situations or different social cues as more of an extrovert. So talking to people, interacting with them, having a bit of humour. And I've mainly noticed it in terms of work, because with me teaching, it's impacted my practice quite a lot more. I have a lot more banter, with the staff, with the learners, even just kind of like with family as well. I am not kind of stuck behind my phone for the most part. The best thing that's happened to me regarding trooping is just meeting great people, some lifelong friends, great individuals, and just getting to express ourselves, and it's something that we really love. I think the everyday person can learn something from Star Wars, whether it's a feeling or a message of some kind. I think it's a form of escapism. It's something different. It's something that you can relate to, but also be mesmerised by. It goes beyond a film. It's like a message. I think I'll be trooping for a long time. It's something that I really, really love.
So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear some feedback. I am considering shooting a future episode where I go into specific details of how I made it, how I put it together. So again, if that's something you'd like to see, please comment below and I'll see you on the next episode.